The sweet, sweet memories you gave me. You can't beat the memories you gave me.
Take one fresh and tender kiss.
The memories you gave me.
Add one stolen night of bliss.
You can't beat the memories you gave me.
One girl, one boy, some grief, some joy. Memories are made of this.
The memories you gave me.
Don't forget a small moonbeam.
The memories you gave me.
Fold in lightly with a dream.
The memories you gave me.
Your lips and mine, two sips of wine. Memories are made of this.
The memories you gave me.
Then at the wedding bells, one house where lovers dwell. Three little kids for the flavor. Stir carefully through the days. See how the flavor stays. These are the dreams you will savor with His blessings from above.
The memories you gave me.
Serve it generously with love.
The memories you gave me.
One man, one wife, one love through life. Memories are made of this.
The memories you gave me.
Memories are made of this.
Oh, when you smiling, when you smiling, the whole world smiles with you, baby. Yes, when you laughing. When you laughing, yes, the sun comes shining through. But when you crying, you bring on the rain. So stop your sighing, baby, and be happy again. Yes, and keep on smiling. Keep on smiling, baby, and I hope the world smiles.
too shy, and I can tell I'm her kind of guy. She danced close to me like I hope she would. She danced with me like I hope she would. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. We only danced for a minute or two, then she stuck close to me the whole night through. Can I be the one in love? For she's everything I've been dreaming of. She's everything I've been dreaming of. I moved her home and she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one night stand. So I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I asked to see her and she told me I could. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. Something tells me I'm into something. I walked her home and she held my hand. I knew it couldn't be just a one night stand. So I asked to see her next week, and she told me I could. I asked to see her and she told me I could. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something good. Oh yeah, something. Something tells me I'm into something good. Something.
Foremost, and I'll start with you, Harry. She's 90 years of age and is very active, and Harry's our son, Mary Ellis' son, Harry Ellis. And he's here from Australia and he's going home when, Harry?
So I had when I was 60.
you, ladies and gentlemen. If we could have your attention, please. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to this afternoon's proceedings commencing, could you just inform me that for those who may be hard of hearing, we have now managed to switch on a loop system, which means that if you could adjust any hearing aids accordingly, you should be able to hear everything fine. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, Ms Robertson, my Lord Dean of Guild, Deputy Lord Provost, Bailies, Councillors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to commence this afternoon's proceedings and formally welcome you, please welcome as introduced the Right Honourable the Lord Provost of the City of Glasgow, Councillor Bob Winter.
Thank you very much for that wonderful and warm reception. Mr. Speaker, Lord Dean of Guild, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me absolutely enormous pleasure and pride to welcome you all here today. And of course we're here to present the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service to the volunteers who helped run the hugely popular Alive and Kicking project in Springburn. Having visited you as part of the process of your application for this award, I know without doubt you are the most alive, the most caring, the most comprehensive and efficient service running for elderly and disabled people in the whole of the United Kingdom. And of course that's down to each and every one of you here. But forgive me if I make special mention of your management committee, the chairperson, Wilf Clark, your manager, Anne-Marie Robertson, who's on the stage, and your assistant manager, Eulalia. How about a round of applause for them? The testimonials that your project attracted, because I had to read them all carefully, are inspiring, they're humbling, and that's why I'm particularly delighted to be making this presentation today. The Queen's Awards were instigated in 2002 to celebrate the Queen's Golden Jubilee. In my role as Lord Lieutenant to the Queen, I had the pleasure of visiting your project and confirming that you're undoubtedly deserving recipients of the award. I must say I was completely bowled over when I visited your club, saw so many smiling, happy faces from all the people who frequent it. I was also almost literally bowled over by the enthusiastic dancing of some of your octogenarian members, alive and kicking indeed. Your project offers vital friendship, support and fun for the disabled, elderly and lonely living in the Springburn Balornock area. Your service covers delivering meals to people who for whatever reason cannot visit the project, as well as providing a range of activities including trips, dances and entertainment for members. I also know that the project's a vital cafe and meeting place and advice centre for local people. And I think it's the mix, that magic mix of the professional staff and the volunteers, which is the key to Alive and Kicking's phenomenal and sustained success. And sustain's an important word there. You've been alive and kicking for many, many years, and of course you'll continue from the base you have to do that for many years to come. I note also things like the way in which a register was kept of members' GP notes and prescriptions, and arranging transport to and from the club, to and from medical appointments when necessary. And of course, how could I say a word about your club without mentioning your wonderful concert group, the Young 'Uns. They've appeared in the Lord Provost procession for a number of years, and when there wasn't one last year, and by the way, it wasn't my decision, it had been made before I took up office, but they were very much seen as part of that scene, and I hope that we'll see them again this Saturday in the parade to the Glasgow show. You've entertained club members at venues throughout Scotland, so your reputation goes far and wide, and you've done that for 2 decades and to great acclaim. I remember one of the young ones I met was a mere 90 years young, Mary Ellis. Thank you, Mary. And if my information's right, I believe that your son who lives in Australia is with us here today. So welcome. Alive and Kicking success has been won through the sheer hard work and determination of those who had the vision for the club, who fought so hard to build it up to the wonderful organisation it is today. They deserve our respect and our thanks, including the late Rose McCallum Walker, who was survived by her husband, who is unfortunately unwell today, Mr. Benny Walker. The Queen's Award for Voluntary Service is above all about the volunteers who give their time, their love and their support to the club and its members. I applaud them on behalf of the Glasgow City Council and on behalf of all the people of Glasgow. I thank them for their selflessness and for putting so much into their community in Springburn and Ballornock. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my Lord Provost. Lord Provost, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, would you please now welcome the Alive and Kicking Project Manager, Anne-Marie Robertson.
Lord Provost, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to begin by saying, on behalf of everyone at the Alive and Kicking Project, what a tremendous honour it is to be invited to this magnificent banqueting hall of the City Chambers to share in our delight at winning the 2008 Queen's Award for Voluntary Service. As you know, the award is given to recognise the outstanding contributions made to local communities by groups voluntarily devoting their time for the benefit of others. The magic word there, of course, is voluntarily. Quite simply, I wouldn't be standing here today. There would be no Alive and Kicking project if it wasn't for the quite incredible efforts some 20 years ago and since of ordinary people in North Glasgow putting in untold and unpaid hours to make the project happen. Alive and Kicking opened its doors in 1988, after 5 years of hard graft by a group of people who then went on to form the original committee. I'd like to beg your indulgence by giving them all a name check here in this magnificent room where queens and presidents are wined and dined. They are John McCara, Agnes Boyter, Ernie Davidson, Ellen Murray, Tommy O'Neill, Tommy McLaughlin, Nora Rees and Hector McKechnie. I'd especially like to use this occasion to mark the contribution of one amazing woman, sadly no longer with us. Rose McCallum Walker, first chairperson, fostered the idea of Alive and Kicking back in the early 80s. She drove the whole thing, got the centre started and nursed it through some tricky years. She was a great woman, a person of substance and integrity, and a personal friend to me in the very early years. I remember that someone once told Rose that in trying to establish Alive and Kicking, she was simply building castles in the air. Well, Rose, the castle is here, and it's doing just fine. And that is mostly thanks to you. There are some other people I'd like to thank. Time is limited here, and we'll be having another celebration back at Alive and Kicking next month, where we'll be celebrating 20 years. And we're sure to celebrate everybody that's been involved in the project's success story. But for now, I'd quickly just like to thank Barbara Johnston and the late Ella Blackwood, whose Keep Fit class was one of our early successes and is still going strong. Also, a great early success is our carpet bowls, still successful and was originally initiated by Tommy Geddes, Mary Kennedy and the late Liz Nesbitt and Claire Watson. Also, our long-term driver, Bill Logie, who ferried us about for over a decade. And bringing us up to date, I'd like to mention our present committee, again all volunteers, all of who are in the room today. A big thanks especially to Wilf Clark, to Mary Ellis, Jean McPherson, Margaret Ross, Isabel Hall, John McNally, Isabel Martin and Peter Morrison. I'd also like to thank all our active volunteers and members over the years who helped to shape the project and its activities. People like Billy Russell, Christine O'Brien, Patsy O'Neill, Agnes Dowling, Jean McGeoch and Jim Hudson, and countless others who have given something back by devoting their time to the project's activities. Getting back to the nomination itself, 3 different people actually sent in nominations about the Alive and Kicking project to the Queen's Award panel. We would like to thank Jim McGee, Mary Welsh and John Fury. John is a member of the Alive and Kicking project, and it was his nomination that actually got picked up. We'd like to especially thank him and his nominated referees, local GP Dr McLaughlin, Robert Tamburini, Director of North Glasgow Housing, and accountant John Macaulay, who's been a great friend of the project for over 15 years. Now, as we've seen, projects like the Alive and Kicking can only thrive and prosper through the great efforts of many people. But it doesn't do any harm, of course, to have some friends in high places. But Alive and Kicking has been incredibly fortunate to have some friends in very high places. Foremost amongst them, of course, is the Right Honourable Michael Martin, Speaker of the House of Commons. He may be the holder of the oldest elected office in the land, but to us, he is first and foremost a good friend, someone who will still put himself out to help the project, just as he did in the very early days. Thank you, Michael. One of our most notable supporters is Bailey Allen Stewart. Currently, the Deputy Lord Provost of Glasgow and our local councillor. Bailey Stewart has been a consistent and loyal supporter of the Alive and Kicking, and we thank him for that. Thank you, Alan. Other help has come over the years from Councillor Beckett, Councillor Harley, Councillor Leonard, Councillor Arkham, Councillor Todd and Councillor McDougall. Thank you. And I'd like to give an especially one thank you to our local MSP, Paul Martin, who never ceases to support and promote the project at every opportunity. Speaking of Paul, I noticed that in a recent Scottish Parliament debate, he called the Alive and Kicking the best dating agency in Springburn. The Lord Provost also recently visited the project, and he told the Evening Times that it was one of the happiest places he had ever seen. So you can take what you want from that. Alive and Kicking is a happy place, of course, and yes, we have seen our share of romances blossom over the years. But the centre is so much more than a meeting place, or a lunch provider, or a selection of keep fit activities, or a holiday club. We do all that, and of course more, but lots of places do that. That is what makes you a service provider, not an award winner. What makes Alive and Kicking so special is the people. Their willingness to get involved, their willingness to plan ahead, to look to the future and make sure that it contains its treats and special moments. Nowhere is that spirit more apparent than the jewel in our crown, the Red Road Young'uns. The Young'uns was born very appropriately during Glasgow's Year of Culture in 1990 and is one of the great endearing legacies of that celebration. We got lucky because in that Year of Culture for ordinary people was a popular theme. But we also got incredibly lucky in that we attracted a group of performers in those early years who would have given Bob Hope a run for his money. I would like to mention especially Ellen Bowl, Mary Baxter and Pat Connolly, happily still with us in this room today. I remember that they went on a French exchange in 1990 to learn about the staging of performances and came back full of ideas and tips to sustain the Young'uns. I'd also like to mention the musicians of that time, the late Dave Littman and the late Alistair Brown. Dave and Alistair were particularly admired for surmounting the difficulties of their blindness, as well as being extremely talented musicians. The Young'uns is usually about 25 strong at any given time, so it would be too long to mention all the great performers here, but they are as vibrant today as they were then. However, we will be getting a special performance later from the Young'uns past and present, and I'd like you all to use that occasion to show your appreciation. I have to make one more thank you in terms of our concert group from all at the Alive and Kicking and from the Young'uns themselves. It goes, of course, to Kate McCall, the company's artistic director. along with her assistant Natasha and late husband Phil. She was instrumental and probably indispensable in the Young'uns' success. This award, as of stress, celebrates incredible volunteer effort that has built up the Alive and Kicking. It would, however, be remiss of me not to thank the paid staff who have shown such dedication, loyalty and sheer hard work over 20 years. I was actually lucky enough to be employed with the project since its inception in 1989. Every management job has its stresses and its balancing acts. And of course, at times I felt like the Frenchman Didier Pasquet, who did the high wire walk across the Red Road flats last year. But I have been sustained, ladies and gentlemen, through thick and thin by our great staff, who should get a mention here. My personal thanks goes to my multi-skilled and talented Deputy Director, Eulalia Stewart. She has been instrumental in supporting our members with practical issues which affect their lives. Furthermore, by her commitment, and it has been exemplary. Thank you. My assistants, John Chisholm and Jim Duncan. Care and catering staff, Violet Davison, Liz Robertson and Julie Allen. Not forgetting Marie Macaviti Kay. One of my earliest assistants for 10 years. And also not forgetting the late great Mr. James Ward. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to finish now, not by looking back, but by doing what the Alive and Kicking volunteers do best, and looking forward. Our area is changing and evolving. The Red Road flats are going and new social housing is being built. To survive, Alive and Kicking will need to change and evolve with it. In the long term, we are going to need a new home. As yet, no decisions have been made about new premises for Alive and Kicking, so I would like to urge you all to keep your support going for the project and to continue to let everyone know that the centre deserves a new home. Yet again, through this award, Alive and Kicking has proven its worth to the local community and indeed to the people of Glasgow. That is due to you, the people in this room today, and for that, I personally and Glasgow thanks you.
Thank you very much, Anne-Marie. My Lord Provost, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, would you please now welcome one of the volunteer workers for the Alive and Cooking Centre, Margaret Ross.
Lord Provost, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be standing here today to represent the volunteers of the Alive and Kicking project. I have been asked to say a few words on behalf of them. I have been a member and volunteer of the Alive and Kicking for 14 years. I heard about the project through a friend and thought it would be a great way to meet new friends. I was very surprised to learn how the project was run and the range of activities provided, all with the help and support of the volunteers. I became aware that the most valuable thing you can give as a volunteer is your time. And the Alive and Kicking sure proof that the time given by volunteers has been invaluable to the success and development of such an organisation. For instance, over 50 volunteer staff are actively involved in the work of the project, including driving, escorting, catering, committee work, entertainment, as in the concert party, caring and tutoring. Most of these volunteers are elderly and disabled and are from the community. In my role as a volunteer, I attend the project as often as possible for committee meetings, Master of Ceremonies at social events, and rehearsals for the concert party. The concert party then perform at home or go out to residential homes for the elderly, community halls, and Glasgow City Council festival events. I find that I am encouraging other people to give time as a volunteer. It promotes local participation and increases levels of self-confidence. It can be so rewarding. For me, it's so clear, since I became a volunteer, I have never looked back. And I would like to finish, ladies and gentlemen, with saying, on behalf of the project, each and every one of us thank each and every one of the valuable volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Margaret. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now call upon the Lord Provost, who will present the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service, and to receive it on behalf of the Centre, could I please ask Isabel Hall and Jean McPherson to come forward. Thank you.
Just before I make this presentation, winning this award is very, very hard. This is an award given once a year for the best different types of community service across the whole of Great Britain. There are a massive number of projects put forward for this. There are many years in which no organisation in Glasgow wins an award. So this is a very, very real, very major achievement and a tremendous recognition for the work of Alive and Kicking. We've heard Anne-Marie talk about the people who were involved in this, and that just goes to show the depth of commitment, the width of involvement, and that's what makes this organisation so special. I'm just delighted to have the honour, on behalf of the Queen, on behalf of the citizens of Glasgow, to make this award today to two of your stalwart members.
Thank you very much.
Having a quick cup of coffee. Can't even mind drinking it.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a group of people well known over Glasgow as the Red Road Young'uns, not forgetting the veterans at the back, who would like to give you a taste of their work. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Red Road Young'uns.
Just before we start, I'd heard and was disappointed that Margaret wasn't going to be able to manage to sing a solo today. So I think, as Lord Provost, I wanted to make a special request. Margaret, would you sing a song for me? Margaret will sing at the appropriate moment now, The Way We Were. Thank you.
Memories like the corners of my mind, misty watercolored memories of the way we were, scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, gave to one another all the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or had time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Memories are so beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were, the way we were.
it's just a thing. Come join the fun and dance and sing. That's how we Stealing up the cloud, stealing up the cloud. Like you on his stomach, really by side. Rappers in the clothes, and I can take it close. Stealing like you stomach, really by side. Like a wonderful flight, the name of the country and trophy with pride. That's satisfied, you'll never be sight. The sweetest of songs is this song on the line. I'll sing of the river and mountain beside. The song of the time is the song of its life. Oh, what Scottish rivers in Paris city. It was far away in the highlands, there stands a wee house, and it stands on a breast of the brae, where we played as laddies was so long ago, though it seems it was just yesterday. I can still see my granny, a smile on her face, just as clear as the heather dew. When she kissed me goodbye, with a tear in her eye, say laddie, may God bless you. When the heather bells are blooming outside Granny's door, where as laddies we did play in days of long ago, 'neath the shadows of Benfackie, all those bees tower and stay. Oh, how I wish that I could see my granny's I believe in. He would give me this, he would just right. This will do is right. I'll be waiting. Sammy, Sammy, this is your life. We're right near the railway, that's who it transpired. Sammy, Sammy, oh God, I'm tired. He keeps getting hooked up with them on the train. Sammy, Sammy, 17 away. And the neighbors knew, if they only knew, the great flash is mine. But they asked me, oh Sammy, and I said, I'll get it. Ever be wanting, a life will be blue. Sammy, Sammy, I'm on one with you.
Everybody's happy, everybody's there, and we're all making merry. Each ship is tale, through in the river, underneath the sail.
When you're tired and weary and you're feeling blue, don't give way to sorrow, I'll tell you what to do. Take a trip to Springburn, find the Queen's Bell there. See the wee room underneath the stair.
Underneath the sail, everybody's happy, everybody's there, and we're all making merry. Each ship is tale, through in the river, underneath the sail.
When your team has won the day and you want to cheer, take a trip to Springburn off the Rubberway. Be yourself a baby, have yourself a tale. Down in the wee room underneath the stair.
Underneath the river, underneath the sail, everybody's happy, everybody's there, and we're all making merry. Each ship is tale, through in the river, underneath the sail.
When I'm old and weary, and my bones are getting sick, I'll no get cross and grumpy like other people get. I'm saving all my bobbies to buy a Hurley chair, to take me to the blue room underneath the stair.
Underneath the river, underneath the sail, everybody's happy, everybody's there, and we're all making merry. Each ship is tale, through in the river, underneath the sail.
at the end of the road.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are going now to, we want you all to join in. You all know the words. They're not written up on the board here. They are in the club, but you know of them anyway. And we are going to do the Alive and Kicking song.
Alive and kicking. Aye. Alive and kicking song. Very time at the red road where we say our big hello. The chocolate times here in Red Road where the best of friends all grow. We are happy when the day is through. Our body ready for you. So remember the day at the Red Road. That's a wonderful highway road. The kind of the kind of the morning, joy of laughter fills the air. Sit by the relax and entertain you, even Vegas can't compare. He's alive and kicking everywhere. To make sure everything's feeling right. So remember the day at the Red Road. That's a wonderful cabaret show. That's a wonderful cabaret
Roaming in the gloaming on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with my lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming. I've seen lots of bonny lassies travelling far and wide, but me heart is centred new on bonny Cape McBride. And although I know a chap that throws a word away, I'm surprised myself sometimes at what I've got to say. Roaming in the gloaming on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with my lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming. Last night at the strolling, we got home at 9:30. kitchen fire I asked her to be mine. When she promised, I got up and danced the heel and fling. We've just been at the jeweler's and I picked a nice wee ring. Roaming in the gloaming on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with my lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best. Oh, it's lovely roaming in the gloaming. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best.